Hey, what's up? Brandon from BDJ Illustrated here. I am back at it, trying to get like 20 minutes of work in on this page 12 that I inked up. And now I am thinking about just redoing the pencils. I got about It's like 20 minutes here before I got something else I gotta try to take care of. Let's hide that. And then I'm gonna make a new layer here and just get in with this pencil after pulling that opacity down a bit. Okay. Let's see. It is highly likely that they're excited and they've just been they're happy that they just finished playing. So that's sort of what this they're supposed to look a little like ecstatic or something. But the issue I ran into the last time when I was trying to do the image was that there was something about this particular pose that didn't make sense. I mean, if he's on top of this I don't know if these mushrooms are chairs or what. It's also kind of the thing. So, this is clearly part of the issue was that his knees weren't visible. But now I don't know if this is going to make his feet too big, but let's see what we can do here. Okay, there's nose. Yeah, I'm sorry if some of the time when I'm talking here, it sounds like somebody's giving me a test on what the words are for the different body parts or something. Yes, can you recognize a nose, Mr. Jennings? But I would pass that test. I've seen a nose. I know what they look like. Just in case anybody wants to test me. Is that a nose? And as discussed earlier, my daughter, for some reason, noticed they didn't... I never drew their tongues in this book. I don't know why, so I'm tossing a tongue in on this page just so she can see. I don't know if his hat has ever been this big, but I'm not really super concerned with the level of consistency for his hat. It is of secondary concern to whether or not my kids enjoy the book. That's concern numero uno. Ugh, doing all this drawing is making me want to paint. And you know what happens when I paint a lot? It makes me want to draw. It's a weird condition. Okay, so he is leaning back. I'm guessing his shoulders are going to be like somewhere like here, which would mean his arms would be a little bit longer, I guess. I want them to be, the hands to be behind his head. I feel like that's already better. I don't know why. Yeah, it's a weird hand gesture, I guess. We'll get rid of that. But already this seems like it makes more sense. His knees are visible here because he's sitting down. But I think maybe yeah. I don't think the robe would be spread out quite so far. I also don't know if his knees would be quite so high. So maybe, yeah, this might need to come. There we go. It seems a little bit. That seems a little bit more proportional to his body size. And then just have his little goblin shoes kind of peeking out here a little bit. So it looks like he's squatting on this mushroom chair thing. It's a goblin stool instead of a toadstool. So, you gotta start making everything into a pun. So you really develop those characters. That's how DuckTales did it. Couldn't let any of those puns go. It was amazing. Sure, it greatly impacted the way that I view stories and art, really. I mean, okay, he's already better. I don't know. So he could maybe have something in his hand as a celebration. What could he be holding to celebrate? One of these little goblins. Let's just say we'll say he's gonna have something in his hand, right? I don't know what it'll be. A cup. A little cup here. What's in it? I don't know. Doesn't matter. So he just had a good time. He's playing with his friend. Him and Amanita. Some Goblin Seek. He's having a nice mushroom-ade. Enjoy summer's eve. And we'll just have some, maybe a little bit spilling out of it or something. And then, what's Amanita doing? Before I went in to ink this earlier, I kind of spaced on how little time I took on the initial pencils for this one, so it isn't surprising to me at all that I was unhappy with the way that it turned out. And also the fact that I tried to do it in like 15 minutes probably didn't help. Okay, she's also sitting down, and it kind of looks like she's got her legs are like 0 inches long or something. So let's fix that. So we got her here. She's also going to be looking up a little bit. Get her eyes like this. So it looks like she's happy. Her nose is quite a bit smaller than his. Her ears are over here. I'm drawing this a fair bit larger than the actual print size, but it's really because it's just for my own, to make it easier for me to draw. Partly to make it easier to see for anybody who ends up watching this at a later time. Unless somebody sneaks on and sees that I'm up to biz. Okay, and then just got her eyes. I wonder maybe if she's looking at him then I can get the eyelashes on the upper eyelid. Or maybe I'll see how that goes. And I have her tongue visible too, so that my daughter's aware that these goblins have tongues. Alright, and then I want to do, I don't know how she's sitting. She's like this, let's just say. And her robe's going to be that. She also is kind of like squatting on this mushroom. Yeah. And her little goblin shoes peeking out of from underneath the robe. And then I don't know. I feel like she needs to be doing something else with her hand than what he's doing. And if her back is like that, her shoulders here. Maybe we can figure out a way to have her holding the cup too. So of course, if I have them holding these cups, now I'll have to change the text for this specific page a little bit, but it'll just make it a little bit more varied from the Bob book version that I'm spoofing, and that's a good thing, you know. And potentially, as I said, do more of these characters in these kinds of books. And if I do that, then the more details I have about how they exist in their world, the easier it'll be to build stories that take place in that world. Okay, so let's see here, and it's now summertime, that's why I'm singing this. Hey, do 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 do. If you don't sing this in summertime, what is your problem? Alright, I don't know what's up with her hat. I cannot decide. I mean, she's going to be on a mushroom also, just basically the same kind as Goober is, just because it'll spend a bunch of time creating a new type of mushroom for this. I'm wondering if maybe I can add some, yeah, there we go. Maybe some tears in it or something. And you can see a little bit of the interior of the flesh of the mushroom there. Could be cool to look at. Alright, so I'm gonna need gotta figure out what to do with that other arm. What could she be doing? She's holding that drink. I'm not sure that I like the way she's holding it yet, but that's easy to fix. Got about 6 more minutes to think about this before I need to go. It's a celebration. I think that is clear. Once again, I'm forgetting her hair, though. I gotta get that in here. I keep wanting to put it in when it's time to do inks, and that is causing me some issues. Okay. There we go. Now her hair's in there. Get her eyebrows in there. moves. I don't know. What is it? It looks like she's sitting a little bit off center or something, which is fine. It's not really a problem. This one, yeah, it's like a little bit too far out. That seems better. And then something weird about the way that her hand is working on that. I don't know what. The thumb. Look at the thumb. See, well, the thumb would be like up on it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't think the rest of the hand would really even be visible with the cup in that position, so I won't make it visible. I won't worry about it too much anyway. And we'll get that sleeve over there. Just kind of, I don't know what this, is there a way to make this pose work? To build it into one that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. It kind of looks like she's, there's something over here. Maybe she's, could she be hiding something? It's a good question. It's a good question. And I'm guessing that will be a question that I'll answer when I come back to this. So, alright. What's been resolved? I think these are far more interesting poses than the last ones. I mean, I think the idea is still clear. I'm not sure that I'll ever like Amanita's face or the way that it has turned out. I actually think that the eyes probably should be closed in this too, but that's something I'll remedy when I come back. Alright, so we're getting so close. I mean, it's crazy. I'm going to try to have as much fun as I can with the cover so that the girls have something fun to look at when they open it up. I'm guessing this is going to end up having to be a board book, which is totally fine. I know a few places to get it done, and I'll make it as good as I can. Alright, well, I hope everyone's having a great Friday. We got Memorial Day weekend coming up, so hopefully people can barbecue and have a good time honoring some people who've made all the really great things that are available to us possible. Okay, again, Brandon, BDJ Illustrated. I'm Brandon. This is BDJ Illustrated, and I'll see